Hello and welcome to Knitting Crochet with Joanna. This is a very pretty 4 rows repeat pattern, and you cast on multiple of 5 plus 2 plus 2 edge stitches. This is how it looks on the front side, and this is the back side. We start for this pattern with 3 foundation rows. We are going to knit these rows only one time, and after them we start with our 4 rows repeat pattern. I have 14 stitches on my needles, 14 because we said multiple of 5, I took it 2 times, it's 10, plus 2, 12, plus 2 edge stitches, 14. I'm going to work now the 3 foundation rows. In these 3 rows we make only one time. I knit my edge stitch and now knit 2 stitches, 1, 2, and purl 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Repeat this now till the end of the row. Again, knit 2, 1, 2, and purl 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Finish the row with 2 knit stitches, 1, 2, and I knit my edge stitch. Row 2. Work all the stitches as you see them. I knit the edge stitch, and now we have here 2 purl stitches, 1, 2, and 3 knit stitches, 1, 2, 3, and again 2 purl stitches, 3 knit stitches, and we finish the row with 2 purl stitches, and I knit my edge stitch. Row 3, also here work all the stitches as you see them. I knit again my edge stitch, and now 2 knit stitches, 1, 2, and 3 purl stitches, 1, 2, 3, and again 2 knit stitches, 1, 2, 3 purl stitches, 1, 2, 3, and I finish the row with 2 knit stitches, and I knit also my edge stitch. And now I start with my pattern, the 4 rows repeat pattern. I knit my edge stitch, and now purl 2 stitches, 1, 2, and here we have now 3 knit stitches. Skip the first one, go to the second and count 3 rows less. Here's the first one, here's the second one, and here we have the third. Inside your needle, into the third stitch, grab the yarn and pull through and pull the yarn. We have now here a new long stitch. Knit 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and go again back to the second knit stitch, and inside your right needle again into the same stitch as you did before. Grab the yarn and pull through and pull the yarn. We have now a second long stitch, and this is the pattern in row 1. If you have problems to do this with your right needle, you can use also a hook. Let's do it again. Purl 2 stitches, 1, 2, and here are the 3 knit stitches. Skip the first one and go to the second. Count 1, 2, 3 rows less, and inside your needle into the third chain, grab the yarn, pull through and pull the chain. Here's the new long stitch. Knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Go back to the same stitch as you did before. Insert your needle, grab the yarn, pull through and pull the stitch. Now you have a new long stitch. Finish the row with 2 purl stitches. 1, 2, and I knit my edge stitch. Row 2. I knit again the edge stitch. And now knit 2 stitches. 1, 2. Bring the yarn in the front side of the work. Here is the first long stitch from the last row. Slip this stitch to your right needle. Continue with 3 purl stitches. 1, 2, 3. And here's the second long stitch. Slip also this stitch to your right needle. And this is the pattern in row 2. Again, knit 2 stitches. 1, 2. Bring the yarn in the front side of the work and slip the long stitch to your right needle. Purl 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Here is the second long stitch. Slip the stitch to your right needle. Finish the row with 2 knit stitches. 1, 2, and I knit my edge stitch. Row 3. I knit again my edge stitch. Purl 2 stitches. 1, 2. And now here is the first long stitch and here's 1 knit stitch. I insert my right needle from the back side into both stitches, and I slip the stitches to my right needle. So I switch the stitches now. Now I'm going to insert my left needle from the back side into the first stitch from my right needle, and I bring the stitch back to my left needle. I insert my left needle into the second stitch also from the back side, and I bring also this stitch back to my left needle. Knit now the first 2 stitches together, the long stitch and the first stitch. Knit both stitches together. Knit the next stitch and knit the next 2 stitches, the long stitch and the knit stitch together. Insert your needle in both stitches and knit them together. And this is the pattern in row 3. We have again 2 purl stitches and 3 knit stitches. Let's do it again. Purl 2 stitches. 1, 2. Insert your right needle from the back side into the first 2 stitches and slip them to your right needle. Insert your left needle into the first stitch from the back side and bring the stitch back to your left needle. And now insert your left needle into the next stitch from the back side and bring also this stitch back to your left needle. Knit the first 2 stitches together. Knit the next stitch and knit the next 2 stitches also together. Finish the row with 2 purl stitches. 1, 2. And I knit my edge stitch. Row 4. I knit again the edge stitch and now knit 2 stitches. 1, 2. Purl 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. This is the pattern in row 4. Again, knit 2 stitches. 1, 2. Purl 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Finish the row with 2 knit stitches, 1, 2, and I knit my edge stitch. Let's do this 4 rows again together. I start again with my edge stitch. This is the first row from the pattern. Purl 2 stitches, 1, 2. Here are the 3 knit stitches. Skip the first one, go to the second, count 3 rows less, 1, 2, 3. Insert the needle into the third stitch, grab the yarn, pull through and pull the yarn. We have a new long stitch. Knit 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Go again back to the second knit stitch and insert your right needle into the same stitch in the third row as we did before. Grab the yarn, pull through and pull the yarn. Here is a second new long stitch. This is the pattern in row 1. Again, purl 2 stitches, 1, 2. Here we have again 3 knit stitches. Skip the first one, go to the second. Count 3 rows less, 1, 2, 3. Insert your needle into the third chain, grab the yarn, pull through and pull the yarn. Here is a new long stitch. Knit 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Go back into the second stitch, insert your needle into the same stitch, grab the yarn and pull through. Here's a second new long stitch. Purl 2 stitches and I knit my edge stitch. Row 2. I knit again my edge stitch and now knit 2 stitches, 1, 2. Bring the yarn in the front side of the work and slip the long stitch to your right needle. Purl 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and slip the long stitch to your right needle. This is the pattern in row 2. Again, knit 2 stitches, 1, 2. Bring the yarn on the front side of the work and slip the long stitch to your right needle. Purl 3 stitches now, 1, 2, 3, and slip the next long stitch to your right needle. Finish the row with 2 knit stitches, 1, 2, and I knit my edge stitch. Row 3. I knit my edge stitch. Now purl 2 stitches, 1, 2, and here are the knit stitches with the long stitches. I insert my right needle into the first 2 stitches from the back side and I slip both stitches to my right needle. Now I'm going to insert my left needle from the back side into the first stitch and I slip the stitch back to the left needle. And now I insert my left needle into the second stitch from the back side and I slip also this stitch to my left needle. Knit the first 2 stitches together, knit the next stitch and knit the next 2 stitches together. And this is the pattern in row 3. Again, purl 2 stitches, 1, 2. Insert the right needle from the back side into the first 2 stitches and slip them to the right needle. Insert now the left needle into the first stitch from the back side and bring this stitch back to the left needle. Insert the left needle into the second stitch from the back side and bring also this stitch back to the left needle. Knit the first 2 stitches together, knit the next stitch, knit the next 2 stitches together and finish the row with 2 purl stitches, 1, 2, and I knit my edge stitch. Row 4. Here we work all the stitches as we see them. I knit my edge stitch and now knit 2 stitches, 1, 2. Purl 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. And this is the pattern in row 4. Again, knit 2, 1, 2. Purl 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Finish the row with 2 knit stitches, 1, 2, and then knit my edge stitch. And that's it. We have always to repeat this 4 rows again and again. It's not so difficult as it looks. It's really a very easy pattern. And after a few rows, you will have this very, very pretty and elastic pattern. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I say again, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. I want to show you much more beautiful designs, crochet and knitting patterns. Until next time, thank you.